Hi guys, I'm Joe the Multi-Boxer, and we're going to have another look at the ISBoxer 2 Alpha module development. So today we're going to create and publish a module that others can use. So let's go ahead and create our new module, window capture. So what this module is going to do is we'll add a hotkey that you can press to capture the active window right into your video effects layout, and I'll show you how to do that. So window capture, here we go. We're going to open the module and open it up into Visual Studio Code. Alright. So the first thing we're going to do is I'm going to clear out all the examples just so that we have a quite empty module. So here's a task code, here's a task in Lua. We're just going to have it print window capture module ready. And And we're also going to remove any settings that the module might think it needs. So it won't need any of that. Save all the files. So we're going to work in the launcher LMAC package file. So we're going to be creating a few tasks in the ISBoxer2 launcher.startup task library, and then in the ISBoxer2 launcher.hotkeys category. So startup, this is where we're going to create a task that adds the hotkey, and then under hotkeys this is going to have the actual behavior. So to start with, let's go and create a task using ISBoxer 2, and then that just helps us fill in all the details, and then we can copy the JSON like I showed in the previous video. So a hotkey, and we're going to make it instant. It's going to be instant anyway, but we can also specify. So the hotkey is going to need a code name, category, description, and the display name. Code name, capture window, category, window management, description, captures the active window, display name, capture window. Okay, easy enough. That's all we need. So we'll copy that, and that goes under startup. We have to give it a name. It does not have to match in the startup task library, but I'm just using that to be convenient. But here it does have to match. And we'll set up this task as well in here. So we can clear this all out. Start with an empty task and do capture window. So this does have some options. You can specify a process ID if you have it in advance, otherwise it will use the foreground window. You can specify a name. It's just going to automatically use like Notepad 1 and Notepad 2. A team member, if you want to make a different hotkey, for example, to capture Windows 1 and 2, you can do that. So we're not going to fill in any of those, so it's just going to fill in, it's going to capture the active window. So that's all this hotkey is going to do. Okay, so there's our entire module. We can go ahead and test that. So we'll go over here and set it to auto load. Those are going to load, and we'll restart ISBoxer 2 with our new module. Okay, so we can go into the hotkeys, and here we go. Here's our capture window hotkey not configured. I'll set that to the key detection mode. Control-Shift-Alt-W and enable the hotkey. So now any window that we press Control-Shift-Alt-W in, it's going to be captured into our ISBoxer team. And so if we don't want that hotkey enabled, if we want to use that hotkey for some other reason, we can disable it with this button. Okay, so let's give that a test. So we're going to go create a team for Notepad. This is going to be super awesome. I'll create a new team, and I'm going to have to add some team members for that. So I'm going to go to the team member tab. Other game, and we do not have a game location for Notepad, so we're going to add non-interspace windows. We'll give the name Notepad for this game location, and it's going to detect based on the executable file name notepad.exe. So that is it for that. We'll give it other game, import it, and we're done. Okay, so now we need a couple of team members using the Notepad game location. So we call it Notepad 1 and Notepad 2. So there we have these two Notepad team members and Notepad Duo. Okay, so now since we've got the video effects layout configured and the window capture module, that should be ready to go. And the video effects layout is set to use DX nothing already from a previous video. So let's go ahead and use the Notepad Duo. Now it's not actually going to launch those since they're in window capture mode only, but we should get the DX nothing window. I had to launch interspace. Okay, so here's our DX nothing window with nothing in the layout. And all we have to do is find our Notepad windows. There's one. Okay, so we've got Notepad 1, Control-Shift-Alt-W. There, it popped up down there. And 2, Control-Shift-Alt-W. So I've got two Notepad windows down here, and we can play around. We can resize with our video effects layout tools. We can hide and show. Alright, so let's show off, enable non-interspace clone mode so we can multi-box Notepad. So as you can see, both of these windows got exactly what I just did, and we can move that as well. So if you ever wanted to multi-box Notepad, this is exactly how you can do it with ISBoxer 2, just using the window capture module. So I'm going to go ahead and get rid of that and show you how to actually publish our working module. So under modules, we're going to go and use the module publisher control panel, and we'll have a look at how this works. So up here we've got a drop-down box that says publisher by it. So I am a member of the ISBoxer 2 team publisher. When you first launch this, you're probably not going to be part of a publisher already, so you can speak to us and register yourself as a publisher. That process is completely manual right now. I don't have a form or anything for you to fill out. You just need to speak to us, and we can agree to add you as a publisher, and you can publish modules. So for each module, they have a little bit of information that you can fill out, and you can see that this module, for example, Basic Combat, is not live. The status shows as pending. So when you first add your own module here, it's going to be a pending module. So you click this button to start adding a new module to publish, and we are making window capture. Briefly describe what the module is for and does. Sets up a hotkey to capture the active window into ISBoxer 2. And my website URL, isboxer2.com. So that's basically how you fill out to set up a new module, and then you save that, and it generates a public ID, and it gives us the pending status. So the public ID, you're going to need this in order to publish your module. So back in, we'll go here. Let's check out the ISBoxer 2 module file. So the ID that comes in your ISBoxer 2 module.json file, this ID is a private ID. It will not work. It's not for publishing modules. A published module gets a public ID, which replaces your private ID. So we copy that and fill that in here. So now this has the public ID and it will be publishable because that's the correct ID for the window capture module. So because this is pending, it's not in live status. We're not going to be able to actually publish yet. It's not going to show up for everybody until it's live. And so that's kind of a manual process, manual approval process. So you attempt to publish, and we take a look at it, and we say, okay, we will allow this to be published through our system. So you can take your module, you can copy it to your friends all you want, but in order for it to show up in our module system to download, you go through our approval process. So once we've got that pending, we can go to versions, and now we can publish this as a new version. So it needs to actually reload, I believe. So if I publish that, oh, there it goes. Okay, so so it uploaded that right off our module folder. So anything in this folder is basically zipped up and sent over as the module package. So now, because this is pending, I can't click this. So it says, cannot use a version that's not in live status. So once again, we'll check it over real quick. We will approve and set that up as live. So I'll show you real quick how that works after it's set to live. So one moment here. Okay. So now, after it's approved, we'll restart ISBoxer 2. And we'll go back into the control panel, and we'll see that window capture is now marked as live. It means it's ready for us to set version 0.1 as the download. So there it is. That should be set. And now if we go to download, we should be able to find our window capture module after we restart ISBoxer 2. Alright, now we can go to the downloads. Here is the window capture module. It's already installed, but now anybody can download this and set up their hotkey and go through the process of setting up Notepad or browsers or whatever into their ISBoxer 2 layout. So I'll see you in the next video.